Hello students, welcome you all in civics class. In our previous video, we have already discussed South African Constitution and we are discussing the point why do we need the Constitution. Chapter number 2, Constitutional Design. Open your book. The point, why do we need the Constitution? Let's begin today's class. The only way to build and maintain trust in such a situation is to write down some rules of the game that everyone was abide by. Now, in our previous video, we have already discussed that in South Africa, the white minority people agreed to compromise and also the black majority people agreed to compromise. Okay, so they were agreed, but the question is, how was this compromise going to be implemented? Right, and even if they managed to trust each other, what was the guarantee that the trust will not be broken? For these questions, for these problems, the solution is the only way to build and maintain the trust in such a situation is to write down some rules of the game that everyone was abide by. Okay, so they wrote down some rules which everyone had to abide by. Okay, these rules lay down how the rulers are to be chosen in future. These rules also determine what the elected governments are empowered to do and what they cannot do. Okay. And finally, these rules decide the rights of the citizen. So, first thing is how the rulers are to be chosen in future. Number 2 is this what the elected government are empowered to do and what they cannot do. Number 3 is rights of the citizen. Okay, these rules will work only if the winner cannot change them very easily. This is what the South African did. They agreed on some basic rules. They also agreed that these rules will be supreme, that not government will be able to ignore this. So the rules will be supreme. Okay, this set of basic rules is called a constitution. So these rules made up the constitution of the new country. Okay, they wrote down some rules which everyone had to abide by and which all future government would have to follow. Right, so these rules made up the constitution of the new country. Constitution making is not unique in South Africa. Every country has diverse group of people. Their relationship may not have been as bad as that between the whites and the blacks in South Africa. But all over the world, people have differences of opinion and interest. And it's very natural, right? Different people means different opinion, different interest, different thinking, right? So whether democratic or not, most countries in the world need to have these basic rules. Okay. So they need some rules, every country in the world. Whether they are democratic or not, they need some basic rules. Okay. Basic rules. This applies not just to government. Any association need to have this constitution. Okay. It could be a club in your area, a cooperative society, or a political party. They all need a constitution. If we want to run very smoothly, okay, then we need constitution. Some basic rules. Thus, the constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. So, what is constitution? The constitution is the set of basic rules. Basic rules. The rules decided the rights of the citizen, right? The set of basic rules. The constitution of a country is a set of basic rules, written rules that are accepted by all people living in a country. Constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among people living in territory called citizen. So constitution also decides the relationship between the citizen and the government, and also the relationship among the citizen, also the relationship between the people and the government, right? A constitution does many things. These are the things. So what is the constitution? Constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. And constitution is the supreme law of the country. It determines the relationship among the people, among the citizen, and also the relationship between the government and the people. Okay. Now, constitution does many things. First, it generates a degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kind of people to live together. It generates a degree of trust between the citizen, among the citizen, okay. Trust, coordination, it's necessary to live together, okay. Second thing is, it specifies how the government will be constituted, who will have power to take which decision, who will have the power to take which decision, okay. Next is, it lays down limits on the power of the government and tells us what the rights of the citizen are. It tells us what's the right of the citizen, the rights of the citizen, the rights of the government, the power of the government, the limitation of the government. Fourth, it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. So it also expresses the aspiration of the people about creating a good society. Okay. All countries that have constitutions are not necessarily democratic. So it is not necessary that all countries that have constitution are democratic. Okay. But all countries that are democratic will have constitution. But it is necessary that the democratic country should have their own constitution. Okay. After the War of Independence against Great Britain, the Americans have themselves a constitution. After the Revolution, the French people approved a democratic constitution. These are the examples. Since then, it has become a practice in all democracies to have a written constitution. Okay. So, we can say that it is an essential practice in all democracies of the world. in all democracies of the world. USA and France adopted a constitution after French Revolution and USA after the War of Independence against Great Britain. Okay. Now our next point is making of the Indian Constitution. Next page, next point, making of the Indian Constitution. Okay. Like South Africa, India's constitution was also drawn up under very difficult circumstances. The making of the constitution for a huge and diverse country like India was not an easy affair. Okay, the making of the constitution for India was not an easy affair. And like South Africa, India's constitution also drawn up under very difficult circumstances. At that time, the people of India were emerging from the status of subjects to that of citizen. At that time, the people of India were emerging from the status to subjects to that of citizen. The country was born through a partition on the basis of the religious differences. The partition on the basis of the religious differences. India, Pakistan. Religious difference. Hindu, Muslim. So the time is not good. I mean, we can say that the time is very difficult for Indian people, because the people have the bad experience, traumatic experience. They are going through the traumatic experience. Okay. So the country was born through a partition on the basis of the religious differences. This was a traumatic experience for the people of India and Pakistan, both. Okay. At least 10 lakh people were killed on both sides of the border in partition related violence. So think the situation. 10 lakh people were killed in partition related violence at that time. The British had left it to the rulers of the princely states to decide whether they wanted to merge with India or with Pakistan or remain independent. Okay, princely states to decide whether they wanted to merge with India or to merge with Pakistan or to remain independent. The merger of this princely state was a difficult and uncertain task. When the constitution was being written, the future of the country did not look as secure as it does today. Because the situation is not good, right? So, when the constitution was written, the future of the country did not look as secure as it does today. The makers of the constitution had anxieties about the present and the future of the country. Okay. Anxieties about the present and the future of the country. Now our next point is the path to constitution. Our next point is path to constitution. So here we can say that the Indian constitution was made under very difficult situation like South Africa. It's not easy for Indian people to make the constitution. Okay, because partition was there, partition on the basis of religious differences. A traumatic experience of the people was there for both India and Pakistan. Both sides of the border, around 10 lakh people were killed due to the partition related violence. Okay, so the constitution makers were very anxious about the present and the future of the nation. Okay, now next, the path to constitution. Despite all these difficulties, there was once big advantage for the makers of the Indian constitution. Big advantage. Despite of these difficulties, there was one big advantage for the makers of the Indian constitution. What? Unlike South Africa, they did not have to create a consensus about what a democratic India should look like. Okay, so like South Africa, they did not have to create a consensus about what a democratic India should look like. Okay. Much of this consensus had evolved during the freedom struggle. So the consensus of creating Indian constitution had evolved during the freedom struggle. Okay. Our national movement was not merely a struggle against a foreign rule. It was also a struggle to rejuvenate our country and to transform our society and politics. It's to change, it's to move our country. Our struggle movement, our struggle against the foreign rule, it means the white rulers. It's not about only for our national, it's not for our just only for freedom. It's a struggle to change our country, to transform our society and the politics. Okay, so the agreement is already done during the freedom struggle. There were sharp differences of opinion within the freedom struggle about the path India should take after independence. A sharp differences were there, differences of opinion within the freedom struggle about the path India should take after independence. Such differences exist even today, yet some basic ideas had come to be accepted by almost everyone. Yes, differences were there, right? Differences were there, but we can say that the basic ideas were accepted by everyone. The basic ideas were accepted by everyone. These basic ideas were very important in the formation of Indian Constitution. Very important in the formation of Indian Constitution. Okay. Different views were there. Different opinions were there. But basic ideas were accepted by everyone. Okay. So that's all for today, students. I think the concept is clear. We will continue the next part in our next video.